Oh. Go. Prima was a man first. Out.
It's been a rough few years for the Desert Rangers. When the world ended, They tried to bring some order to what was left of Arizona. But then, the Cochise AI woke up, and they found themselves in a fight to the death with its robot army. In the end, they had to nuke their own base to kill the damn thing for good. Been hard going ever since. Then, the Rangers heard from a fella calling himself the Patriarch. Said he owned Colorado, but his kids were trying to steal it from him. And if the Rangers were to come and put him in their place, he'd give Arizona all the food and supplies it needed to rebuild and survive.
Whoa! Sorry, Major. No way we're getting through that.
10-4, Cody. Advance team reported an alternate route across a frozen lake. Find it.
Copy that.
Well, reluctant as the Rangers are to interfere in family squabbles, they weren't really in a position to say no.
Our route's around that dam on the far shore. Scouts, check out the ice and lead us across.
Yes, ma'am.
So the brass sent Ranger Team November across the Rockies, because the aid he was promising the Rangers wasn't just their best hope. It was their last.
Okay, Major. All good. Come ahead.
Yeah. It's been a rough road lately. But that's the thing about the Rangers. It doesn't matter how hard it gets, or how many of them fall. They keep on fighting. The Rangers never stop fighting.
Shoot!
Choo-choo! Here comes the pain train!
You started it. We'll finish it.
Uh-oh. They have us at a disadvantage.
They've spotted us.
They see us.
Enemies alerted.
Damn. Shit just got real.
You want a bro?
Are we going? Okay.
Are you crazy?
Here they come.
Alrighty. I'm gonna make him a sniper. Crap. weird first. Faces look terrible. What, buddy? Okay with Hmm.
Come and
Come and get it! They've spotted us!
Enemies alerted.
Enemies.
damn.
You want a brawl? Knock yourself. Are you crazy?
You are.
Spotted.
Spotted.
Shoot, they saw us.
We're in it now.
You started it. We'll finish it.
You started it. We'll finish it. Oh, are we going?
Are we going?
You want a brawl? Knock yourselves.
They see us.
Yes. Oh. Rangers are quirkier than others. Quirks are completely opposite. Looking at powerful bonus and penalty, changing their playstyle dramatically. Character creation is the only chance you'll have to assign a quirk, and once you do, you're stuck with it. Choose wisely. Okay, up crit chance down. Or up crit speed. Not wear armor of any kind. Okay. I read skill books. Cannot be revived. Okay. Con per level might be. They get one bonus. Cool. This one. Fire. Okay, shotguns are your AoE. The assault rifle. That you Bible of cockpit.
Hold him off, Team November. Flashbang on this heap is shot. Just buy me a minute, and I think I can get the weapons online.
To attack them. Enemies within your attack range is familiar. Once you finish acting with your character, however, that's okay. You can put them to good use by opening your quick bar and selecting one of your final actions. Ambush. Poorly.
Come on, you piece of... There's the problem. Hang in there, November. Almost got it.
Combat movement. During combat, your hunters can cover spaces or areas a ranger can move to with enough action points left for an attack. Orange spaces or areas within their maximum movement range. Red target preview lines show if they're new position. Okay. Nice.
Gonna pop out your eyes! Oh, die!
I'm gonna lose the control.
Ha! Got it. November, you have targeting control.
Vehicle turn on. It's time to even the odds. Left click on the vehicle, or use tab to attack the Dorsey robot. Neat. Oh, there's one. Nice. Fucking point blank.
Over here, you two. Come here. Listen, if you want to live through this, we gotta take out the bastards with the rocket launcher up on the dam. We'll each find our own way up there and catch them front and back. Got it? Good. And remember, Arizona's depending on us. There's no giving up here, there's no going back. All right, move out.
All right.
Hoo-wee! Look at them doodle bugs run! Come on, cousins! Don't let them scatter! Keep them together while I reload the rocket gun! Ooh, man, I love this thing!
Here are the controlling a single character. This is useful when something before a fight or navigating past landmines and traps over exploring the world. Got a bit of together. Healing after combat. Your rangers are injured, fortunately. We also put med hypos. To use one, left click your item button in your quick bar, then
Are you washed in the blood?
okay. Forward.
Get off the ice!
Rip. Someone sliced open the ranger's abdomen and removed his intestines. Judging by the expression that was frozen on his dead face, he was alive when that happened. That sucks.
Here's your CO. How should I know? Maybe you blew her up already.
Liar! I want her head. It's gonna be me who bring it to Jarrett. Where is she?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're hiding her from me. You're denying me my glory.
So, why am I disconnecting from my own chat? Ah, shoot. There we go.
Thanks. I don't think I could have lasted another second. Really did a number on me.
Any survivors from your squad?
Not likely. Most of them burned with our transport. A couple more went under the ice, and... Wait, Major Tom. He might have made it. Saw him take off like a bat out of hell after we wrecked. Don't know if he'll come with you if you find him. He gets pretty spooked, but take these. Might get his attention.
Who's Major Tom Prasada's army?
Major's just his nickname. You can just call him Tom when you find him.
Get you moving.
Gotta catch my wind first. Let me stay here and guard your rear while you take care of the ones around the corner. Be careful.
Oh yeah. Luck. There weight limit in this game. We're coming. Onward.
Blood! Blood for the deluge!
No!
Don't worry, crybaby. You won't be grieving long.
Murders! Sick fucks! I'm sorry, Joe. We never should have signed up for this shit. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Combat started. Quick, take cover. Taking cover protects you from enemy gunfire and improves your weapon's hit chance. There are two types of cover, low and high. High cover provides your best protection. Watch out though, cover only protects you from attacks coming from that direction. Flanking. The enemy is taking cover. To flank them, try moving to a new fire battlefield. Oh, killed. Oops. My bad. I guess that makes sense.
Flanking them Hotlanders!
Well. Hostage taker's key. Oh, it just lets me grab everything. Neat. Two. Everyone shares an inventory, it looks like. Yo. Ooh, frick. Upgraded your gear. You looted an item upgrade. Click the inventory button on the HUD or use I. Upgrading your gear. Let's equip your choose a ranger by selecting their portrait. Then left click and drag the item from inventory. Grenade.
Oh, another gut puppet to my name. You hearing this, Erastus? You ought to be here. The deluge of blood has begun, and I'm
Look out, there's a big ass robot ahead. Luckily, it doesn't see you yet. Stay out of range and go unnoticed. You can get the first turn in combat by attacking an enemy before it's spotted you. However, we cannot stress enough how badly this robot will fuck you up right now. Okay. Computer display reads Aegis Automated Defense Network status ready and offensive. Okay, the turret should be good. Was crawling away from his vehicle when he was killed. Someone sliced him open with a knife and let him bleed to death. Robot make another round. Is that some other thing that are hidden? Each character in a squad has a perception stat that indicates how low their spot.
Rangers, Prasad here. Took care of the hostiles who jumped me. But those bastards are still up there on the dam. I found a spot to hunker down and give you some cover when you get there. But I'm afraid this'll be mostly on you. Good luck. And hurry.
Okay. Run first. Use to remove any injuries the target had. Like, use to revive all ink mask. Ink. Okay, so that's actually that's neat. There we go. This thing next. This one. Fight. On the other side of the door, you can hear rough voices and laughter and rocket fire. Open the door.
Ah, damn it. Looks like we killed them all. Guess the fun's over. Wait a minute. Maybe not. Howdy, Hotlander. Oh, as much fun as it is killing folk long distance, I like it best when the deluge of blood happens up close and personal. You know what I mean? The rest is gonna be sorry he stayed home. He loves him some entrails.
The hell are you people?
You don't know much, do you? The Dorseys are the harbingers of the deluge, the motherfucking end of the old world and the beginning of the new. And it all begins here, you little prairie dog. What I do to you, the Dorsey's gonna do to all of Colorado. So squeal all you want. No one's coming to save us.
Holy shit! They done killed Jarrett!
Never shut up. Heads up, Rangers. More incoming.
Cool.
Are your garments all spotless? Are they white as the snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Is your soul all spotless? Is it clean as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed? Are you washed?
Go to our spot.
Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? I am clean and spotless. I am pure like the snow. I am washed in the blood of the Lamb. Have you laid down your burdens? Have you found the rest? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? I've laid down my troubles, found peace and rest. I'm washed in the blood of the Lamb. I am
Cover.
washed in the blood of the Lamb. I am clean and spotless. I am pure like the snow. I am washed in the blood of the Lamb. Have you learned to love your neighbors, all colors, creeds, and kinds? Are you washed in the blood of the
Sad.
Lamb? I've learned to love my people, all colors, creeds, and kinds. I'm washed in the blood of the Lamb. I am washed. I am washed. I am washed in the blood of the Lamb. I am clean and spotless. I am
Gets you back in there pretty quick. Alright. Target this ability with missile attack. Target a specific area of an enemy to inflict special effect. Dead. Oh, that was terrible. one. Oh.
Flashing you up's gonna be fun! Dorsey's
There's more.
vengeance is coming!
Laying down. Cover.
Okay.
No one takes Dorsey blood and lives!
So,
Blood for blood!
oh shit. Didn't even see him over there.
You patient experiment!
What? Alright. Well. Oh fuck, we're out of ammo for now. You can try equipping a different weapon or unequipping it and going bare knuckle.
You'll bleed for this!
Rangers most clear Rangers been down.
Let's
Rangers
try
are down
out
and
some
the Rangers
insides!
Another character can reach them before it happens. They can spend some of their revive them. On being revived, your character will suffer a lasting injury. Injuries can only be removed with an injury kit. I don't mess this up so bad. Oh, bless it. Alright, let's go.
Ah, damn it. Looks like we killed them all. Guess the fun's over. Wait a minute. The rest is gonna be sorry he stayed home. And no one's coming to save him!
Holy shit! They done killed Jarrett!
Never shut up. Heads up, Rangers. More incoming.
You started it. You won't finish it.
Are your garments all spotless? Are they white as the snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Is your soul all spotless? Is it clean as snow? Cleansed as the Lamb. Are you washed? Are you washed? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you clean and spotless? Are you alive? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
Oh, shit.
Can't kill those who live.
Your rangers have leveled up. Grants and skill point depend on later levels. They also get additional attributes. Skills. Leveling up rewards each character with skill points that spent skills. Only costs a single skill point early on, but this cost goes up at higher level. Great skill by left click. Major Prasad's breath steams from her clenched teeth. Her guts are spilling through her bloody fingers.
Nice work finishing off that jerk's crew. Did you find any other survivors?
Private Bell.
Bill's a good kid. Thank you. You did well. Now,
Closes her eyes, grimacing, then fumbles in her knapsack.
I'm bleeding all over the paperwork. We need to head for Colorado Springs. Establish a headquarters at Peterson Air Force Base. Support the Patriarch, no matter what. We do that, and the Patriarch sends aid to the Arizona Rangers. We don't, and the Rangers are fucked. And that brings me to the secret orders.
Go on.
When we first heard from the Patriarch, General Woodson sent an advance team to Colorado, led by Angela Death. But they went dark. We have to find them.
Who is Angela Death?
Part of the Ranger squad that took down Base Cochise 20 years ago. Only one who's still alive. Almost died on a mission in California, but she found her way home. I can't believe they didn't tell you about her in training. Give me a second. Catch my breath, and we can go.
Major, with all due respect, you're dying. You need to face this like a ranger, now. Her jaw tightens at your words, but finally she nods and releasing her grip on her wound. Blood and viscera spill to the snow.
Well... fuck!
She sinks back, then reaches a bloody hand toward you. Her hand closes over yours, fierce and tight. She tries to speak, but then the light fades from her eyes. She's gone. Weapon. Did I not switch my weapon? I didn't. Elemental weapons ignore the enemy armor entirely. Four elemental damages are energy, fire, cold, and explosive. Enemies are often some elemental damage types or others. Armor. Take command. Convoy designated Team November and cross the Rocky Mountains. Establish base of operation in Colorado Springs. Preserve the life and position of the Patriarch at all costs. Locate Colonel Angela Death and advance her team. In the event of your death, the order shall apply to the senior surviving members of the expedition. Me. Cat. As you get close, you see the cat has a dog tag rather than a collar, which is embossed with the name Tom. It's a tomcat. I get it. Take out the cigarettes from Jody Bill and wave them at the cat. Meow. Used to feel like you could kiss the sky. Your mama will be disappointed. Gain 5 perception and 15 strike charge rate for 36 turns, but suffered -10 evasion. Okay. I remember to use consumables.
Hey, Jared, little brother, how goes that deluge of blood? You dry gulch them Hotlanders yet? Rastus! Jared's dead! They killed him! Gunned him down like a dog! What? No! No! If I ever catch who did this, they're dead! Every last one of them dead! You hear me? My brother will be avenged!
Okay.
Was that Major Prasad? They got her? God damn it. Fuck this place. Fuck it.
Welcome, Rangers. You may approach the Patriot.
Three, when there were 50. Cold logic says I should turn you away. That there aren't enough of you left to do the job at hand. But that Dorsey ambush was my fault. And I owe you more than explanations and apologies. So, here's something more tangible. The Dorseys didn't just attack you. They attacked my city. This one was trying to burn down our jail. If you want some vengeance for what was done to you, he's yours.
He's your prisoner.
If you insist.
Jesus.
Thank you. It's been too long since I've dealt with my problems firsthand. I'd like to do the same to all the Dorseys. And maybe, with your help, I will. But for now, let me address your immediate needs. In addition to this base and the aid I promised your general, I'll be giving you the resources to return your force to full strength. Recruiting, training, and equipping. It's not enough. I know. The men and women you lost can never be replaced, but it's what I can give you. I hope you'll accept it. Vengeance is fine, honorable even. Just don't forget that your primary reason for being here is to save my nation. That's how Arizona gets what it needs. Now, introductions. My name is Saul Buchanan. I own Colorado, though you'll meet some who disagree. This base is your new home. From here, you'll aid my people and, more importantly, do the job I brought you here to do. Now... Yes, Joe?
Pardon, Patriarch. It's Daisy. An update on the Garden of the Gods?
All right. Sorry, Rangers. Still putting out fires. Two of my best are waiting for you inside. Darius Kwan of the Marshals and my old friend Sergei Greatsky. Go see him. I'll be in when I'm done here.
I need to rest a spell. Catch my breath. That all right with you?
How are your injuries? Recovering okay?
I'm still healing up. Go out and find your footing while I get back on my feet.
I'll see you later.
Later.
Inventory intro. Welcome to the inventory screen. Here you'll be able to see all the items you are carrying.
Not make me come down there.
Assessing item op. You can right click on any of your items to see extra actions you can do with them. For example, this is an easy way to quickly heal up your rangers after that. Character stats, you can left click the drive button.
Yeah.
Stats are primarily determined by your attributes, but certain skills you put in any active status effect will influence them as well. Any weapon can be broken down to spare parts by field strip. Very low barter skill. Get a better price for merchant for the parts than the weapon itself. Rounders touch perk. Field stripping also chance to grant weapon mod. Like this, like
Not a chance.
cool.
Not a chance.
Old junk.
No sudden moves around the Patriarch.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Diligent Joe.
Pleased to meet you, Rangers.
No sudden moves around the Patriarch.
Come on in.
Welcome, Rangers. I'm Marshal Darius Kwan, and this here's Sergei Greatsky.
Good to meet you, Rangers. Glad to see some friendly faces. Been rough around here these last few days. Dorsey's attacked us too. Snuck inside Colorado Springs and killed a lot of people. Situation's under control now. Mostly.
What were the Dorseys after?
The Patriarch. Thank God they never got near him. He's the only thing keeping Colorado from tearing itself apart.
And sorry about these alarms. Something must have triggered the old security system. Trouble is, there's a bunch of angry robots guarding the computer that shuts them off. How you deal with them is your call. Your base, your rules.
Angry robots? Why are there angry robots?
Yeah, weird, huh? They weren't active when we looked the place over a few days back, but... let's talk after you kill the alarms. I can hardly hear myself think.
The enemy has armor, which means it can block some of your incoming damage. Fortunately, all weapons have a penetration stat. If your weapon's penetration is equal to or greater than your enemy's armor, the weapon will deal full damage. If your weapon's penetration is less than the target's armor, portion amount of damage. No more than 80%. For example, armor 10. Okay. Thanks, Major Tomcat. Yeah. Penetrations. Three. Terminal is dusty and old, but when you press the power button, it flickers to life. The computer beeps and whirs for the first time in a year. As it boots up, security alert flashes across the display. Every attempt to access a menu is met with command access only. Eventually, you query the machine for command's identity. It replies, command empty, designate new command. Put yourself as command. Camera flashes above the monitor, and terrible photos of your face slowly appear on the screen, line by line.
Well done, Rangers. Good to see the place up and running. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The reason you're here. As you may know, I have a daughter and two sons. Liberty, Valor, and Victory.
Great names.
Two of them conspired against me, and the third blackens the Buchanan name with every breath he takes. Consequently, I banished them. They've been skulking in the shadows ever since, but lately there's been rumors that I'm on my last legs. Lies, of course, but apparently my dear children believe them, and they've started making new plans.
So you need us to round them up?
Ain't you smart? I'm not worried about my children defeating me, Rangers. They won't. Not even Liberty. What worries me is the destruction they'll wreak as they fail. They'll tear my land and my people to shreds. They'll burn everything I've accomplished to ash. That's why they have to be stopped before they can start. That's why you, Rangers, have to find them and bring them home to me ASAP. And when I say bring them home, I mean bring them home alive. They're my blood. Kill them and we'll have a problem. Do I make myself clear?
What if taking your kids alive is impossible?
You've already done the impossible by making it here. I trust you. Find a way to make it possible. Now, let me tell you where they are. Victory's holed up in Aspen, Valor's under the protection of the Gippers in Denver, and Liberty's raising an army against me somewhere out on the Eastern Plains. Anything else you need to know? What do you want to know?
one thing, you must have plenty of competent people in Colorado. Why ask us to deal with your children?
Divided loyalty, that's why. I trust my guards, but they don't leave my side. Ever. Everybody else is making plans for when I'm gone. The 100 families, the Gippers, the Marshals, they're all out for themselves. And they know my kids would make good figureheads, give them some legitimacy. Any Coloradan I send to bring Vic, Val, and Libby back home might think they'll get a better deal elsewhere. But not you. I'm the only one who can save your people. Nobody else can get supplies to Arizona before they starve to death. That's why it's you who's doing this. You've got the only loyalty that works. The loyalty of self-interest.
What should we know about Victory?
Boy's never been right in the head. Since he was a baby, he'd torture cats, terrorize the servants, set the house on fire, and he's only got worse. The things he's done to the women he finds. Anyway, I finally had enough and put the little monster under house arrest up in Aspen. Guess they weren't prepared, because he escaped a while ago and then came back with a gang of freaks and turned the place into a slaughterhouse. Now he's on the radio, laughing about what he's gonna do to his hostages and daring me to come after him. He, claims he's captured some Rangers as well.
There were other survivors from our convoy? That's great news.
Don't get your hopes up. Vic likes to play with hostages. Might not be much left by the time you find them.
Man is valor.
Soft, spoiled, fiddled with computers all day instead of learning the arts of diplomacy and war. Finally packed him off when he accidentally crashed my security systems right before his sister's little coup attempt. Made him my official ambassador to the Gippers, hoping he'd do to their systems what he'd done to mine. That was a mistake. He took his revenge by convincing them to cut off oil shipments to my city. No oil means no heat, no light, and no food for my people. So getting Valor back and resuming oil shipments from the Gippers has to happen now.
So Valor isn't dangerous?
No, but the Gippers are tough and well-armed. And Denver's a death trap.
Tell us about Liberty.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. Problem is, she'd run it as a goddamn slave state. Everyone in chains, everyone working for her. Wouldn't worry about her for now, though. Best to wait until you got a little more firepower. She's gonna be well protected.
Sounds like she's a born leader.
At least I raised one.
Thanks for the info. We'll do our best with it.
You'd better. Anything else?
We have a few things we'd like to ask about the Dorseys and the ambush.
Uh-huh.
Why do you say the ambush was your fault?
My staff and I coordinated the details of your arrival using coded transmissions on radio frequencies we thought were secure. Obviously, they were not. And you paid for it. I take full responsibility.
Who are the Dorseys?
The last dregs of a treacherous family. Thought I'd wiped them out years ago, but mistakes linger, Rangers. I know that better than most. Good. What else do you need?
For the briefing.
Of course. Now, if you want a chance to impress me and maybe get a little payback, that call I got outside was from Sheriff Daisy, the head of the Marshals in Colorado Springs. She's having trouble rousting some Dorseys who have been holed up in the Garden of the Gods since their raid fell apart. Why don't you go give her a hand? Show us what the Rangers can do. Cocky, huh? Well, cocky's good. As long as you can back it up. All right, let's move out.
Ooh. Of a new mission. Do its details each day. Primary missions progress the main story. Secondary missions are optional side quests. You've just received the primary mission, Cornered Rats. Your next step should be paying a visit to the care of Daisy in downtown Colorado Springs. Increasing attributes. Starting at level 3, your range will earn 1 attribute point per level. Attributes always cost 1 point to upgrade. Attributes are the source of all your vital stats. Want to live longer, run faster, shoot straighter, or hit harder? There's an attribute for that. Or searching your pepper was your radios. Okay.
Rangers, come talk to me when you've got a moment. Want to discuss staffing and recruit. Good job, Rangers. Nice to be able to hear ourselves think again. And now that it's quiet enough to talk, let me reintroduce you to the great Sergei Greatsky, who's going to be helping you with personnel.
Hi again, Rangers. Damn sorry about your people. But now that you're here, We'll do what we can to get you back on your feet and find you some new recruits, just like the Patriarch promised you. And I already got you one of the best. Meet Marcelo Gonzalez, electronics wizard, radio technician, and former dispatcher for the Marshals. He'll be your radio operator.
Howdy, Rangers. While you were dealing with the alarms, I took the liberty of installing a combat AI in your vehicle. Should help you out. If you want to chat, I'll be in the operations room getting things up and running.
Should be more recruits arriving soon. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad?
Great ski to hire new. Bug can have up to 6 members. No more than 4 can be. The other 2 slots may be filled with companions such as Marshal. Companions. Plenty of. Shows we got lined up.
My advice is to put together a squad with complementary skills. Nobody can be great at everything. So pick recruits who are good at things your current team isn't. And you can always round out your squad with folks you meet along the way. Keep that in mind when you're choosing from the recruits I've rounded up.
Mail. Listen, I can get you all the fighting troops you need. But if you meet any talented people in your travels, don't hesitate to sign them up. Now that we've got that sorted, let's talk about the next steps. Now, you're the boss here, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but getting this place up and running wouldn't be a bad place to start. That means surveying the base and finding specialists to staff it. Patriarch said Sheriff Daisy needs help.
Yep, she's got her hands full. Helping Daisy would be a great way of finding your feet before you go after the Patriarch's kids.
Well, Daisy might be able to hook you up with some specialists for the base, too.
I'll start cleaning up here, but take a look around before you go. See if you want to keep any of this junk before I dump it all. Anyway, your call. Colorado Springs is straight out the main gate. If you want to go to Denver or Aspen, just hop back in your car and go out the way you came in. Gonzalez? He's a whiz with stuff like that. The AI will allow you to give the vehicle orders in combat without having to be inside it. Basically, it'll become another member of your squad.
One sec. Forgive me for saying so, but I'm guessing you folks are gonna need as much help in the field as you will here in HQ. So, what if I joined your squad? At least until you find your feet. Well, I know this city like the back of my hand. And this city knows me. My time in the Marshals means I've got connections and trusted informants everywhere. Plus, I'm a sure shot and a decent scrapper. And, though it hurts my civic pride to say it, there are places around here where those things might come in handy. Great. I'm at your disposal. Lead the way.
Recruited your first companion. Companions are a unique kind of squad member. Unlike the Rangers, you create companions are pre-made characters that have their own personality and agenda. Piss them off and they could leave high and dry. Makes you more effective surviving. Hacker. All bleeps are replaced with bloops. Okay. Look at here though.
Pretty grand in here. Maybe you can make it your trophy hall or museum or something. Or a handball court.
striking. This accessible attack. Each weapon type has a unique strike. Powerful special attack can turn the tide of the battle. Click the strike button in your bar. Same camera, Bob. I got a light. Like cure poison. Poison. Colorado. Hell yeah. Yeah. It feels a lot like, still haven't played XCOM, but it feels like probably that mixed with PG.
Please, don't shoot.
The woman is gaunt, her clothes ragged. She is surrounded by a group of bedraggled vagrants who watch you with fear and mistrust.
Who are you? You're not dressed like the marshals.
We're the Rangers. Who are you?
I'm Del Hackett, and I speak for these people. We've been living here for months, and we've got nowhere to go. Please, will you let us stay?
Bad idea. I've been in their shoes, but this is a military base. If we have squatters everywhere, it'll be hard to keep discipline. Your recruits won't like it either.
The Patriarch's people don't care about people like us. But you're not beholden to them.
He shoots a fearful look at Quan, but he doesn't seem to notice. You set off the security system?
Not intentionally. The Patriarch's people drove up to the base a few days ago, so we hid in here for a while. Then when Andy went to check if they left, all the doors slammed shut and the alarms started whooping. Don't know what happened. Been living in these ruins for weeks, and we never set anything off before.
Can't you go live in the city?
We're not welcome there. They already have too many mouths to feed, and more are always coming.
Where are you from?
We all farmed in the border country between Colorado and the plains. Thought we were safe out there, under the Patriarch's protection. Back then, the gangs feared the Patriarch. Not anymore. They burned our greenhouses and killed everyone who tried to fight them. No place left to run but here, for any of us.
All right.
Your call. Won't make the volunteers happy, but the Patriarch put you in charge, not them.
You said yes. I was sure you wouldn't.
Refugees' haggard faces break into smiles. A few of them hug each other.
We won't be any trouble, I promise, and we'll help out wherever we can. Thank you for giving us a chance. Oh, and one of our people is missing, Andy. If you find him hiding out somewhere, you send him back to us. Hear that, everyone? We gotta make ourselves useful around here.
Yeah, you do. don't think characters lockpick. Food on the tables is cold and partially eaten, but not rotten. There's someone recently fled mid-meal. Where are their posters?
Oh, hey, howdy.
Leading through bars of a cell. It's not really bars, it's more of a gate, or more of a fence, but okay. Real thin man with matted hair and fraying, faded clothes. He gives you a lazy, glassy-eyed grin.
Hey, dudes. Hi. Well, what's up? Haven't seen you before. Have I?
Where the Rangers is gonna be. This is gonna be our new headquarters.
Rangers, huh? Cool, man. Cool. I, like your look. I think I had a shirt like that once, a long time ago. Long time ago. Headquarters for what?
Sorry, that's top secret.
Oh, sure. Top secret. So you're part of some important organization, huh? You look like you're, real important, you know? I can see it in your pretty eyes. Do you have, more people in your group?
I actually got a couple questions for you if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, man, of course. I don't mind. Ask me whatever.
Why are you here?
Because, the cell door is locked.
Not what we were asking. Why were you put in there?
Oh, man, didn't you like my joke? Okay, like, well, so a guy I used to be friends with, well, I guess he was more of a business partner. Friend, though, too, man. Like, former friend who decided he didn't, want to go splitsies anymore. So he conked me on the head. And when I woke up, I was in here. Real bummer, man. Like, seriously.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been here?
Couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't tell you. Like, there's no windows or clocks in here, you know? Hard to keep track of when the day starts or ends. Anyway, a long time. Long enough for other groups, other people to come and go.
What's your name?
My name? Ned. Ned? Harry. Nick. Booger. Dickens. Lyle? Something like that. Honestly, I don't, remember. Been a long time since I thought about that, man. Been a longer time since someone, asked me about it. I kind of been here for a while.
How have you survived?
You know, man, I got everything I need in here to keep on. Little crack in the ceiling over there drips some water. So I just gotta, lick the wall when I'm thirsty. And, you know what they say about dark, damp spaces, man. mushroom grow there, man. So I added a little self-made fertilizer. Those mushrooms are growing good.
You've been living off wall water and mushrooms?
Yeah, man, yeah. Yum, yum. Oh, yeah, and bugs, when they come by. Buzzy crunchers and climby snappers and skittery two-bites and running gushers. Sometimes roly poppers and hoppy specks. Once a squirmy slurp.
Squirmy slurp? Hey, man. You gotta do what you gotta do, Bob.
That was a good day, man. But yeah, mainly mushrooms.
Can you tell us about any of the groups that lived here before us?
Yeah, sure, maybe. Sometimes, like, a guy might come in, but I don't know if he was connected to the guy who came in before him, you know? Kinda hard to keep track of how long it is between visits, and people don't always tell me what's going on outside. But, let me see. Last guy who came in to see me was the dead guy. Before him, Tired Eyes Lady. Before her, the Smiling Woman. Before that, it's a little fuzzy.
Tell us about the dead guy.
Oh man, that's some wild stuff. So a while ago, that dead guy over there came running in here all nervous and freaked out and starts messing with that computer machine over there. And yeah, then there's this big-ass flash of light from the computer machine and he falls down and then all these sirens and flashing lights. It was horrible, man. Like, it made it really hard to sleep, you know? Then after a while, the alarm stopped, and then, well, you came in.
Tell us about the Tired Eyes Lady.
Well, she was a woman, dressed all raggedy, but, I'm one to talk on that. Anyway, she came in here looking sad. Eyes looked like she hadn't seen a good night's rest in years. We talked for a bit and then she left again. Sometimes I think I can still hear her voice. Hope she didn't die and she's haunting me for some reason. Though now that I think about it, I guess I'd be glad for the company, you know? Oh, a real nice lady, man. Had a big old smile on her face the whole time we talked. Just never stopped smiling. I think she said she was a trader. Talked about how she had some merchandise to keep here and some people she was gonna deal with. Said I wasn't a suitable client, which, sure, 'cause I got no money.
Sounds fair.
Well, actually, she said I wouldn't be suitable for her clients, which I thought was a weird way to say that. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Want us to let you out?
Oh, man, yes, please. Very.
Your call on this one, Rangers, but really, I'd just let nature take its course here, if you know.
I'd really like to get out of here. Really.
We can see what we can do, no promise.
Cool, I get it, man. No pressure, but, I'd sure appreciate it. So long.
body of a young man lies twisted on the floor. He wears shabby clothes and he's been dead long enough for the body to go cold, but not long enough to rot. Body's contorted limbs and proximity to an ancient computer seem to suggest a painful death by electrocution. Discoloration in the face suggests heart failure, which might be electricity, but there's a lack of burns, which makes that inconclusive. Some dried, foamy spittle, barely detectable at the edges of the mouth, make poison a much more likely culprit. The body's contorted limbs and proximity to the ancient computer suggests a painful death by electrocution. Electricity kills by stopping the heart, which looks like what happened. You don't see any entry or exit burns, though, but those are not always present in low voltage electrocution. There's the body. This man was carrying nothing but the clothes he wore on his body, and those are tattered and grimy. His shoes have holes in their soles. In one of his pockets, you find half-eaten, sweet-smelling mushroom.
What's going on with the dead guy? Is he, all right?
Terminal displays information about the basic systems. Everything appears normal for the moment. The logs. Login admin. Password admin. Nice.
Oh, hey, hi again. What can I do for you?
Man, there's so many things I want to say here.
While those alarms were going off? How'd that happen?
We'll ask again, who was trying to access the computer after the power surge?
Well, that guy, he fell over onto the computer machine after the flash. Maybe he landed on the buttons, or on the thing with all the little buttons, or... Oh, shit, man! Do you think someone snuck in here while I was sleeping and fiddled with those buttons? A prowler lurking about? That's some scary stuff, man. Yikes.
We found a half-eaten mushroom in the corpse's pocket.
Oh, yum. Mushrooms are the best, man. So many flavors. And they grow everywhere and grow easy. I love them. Who knew there were poisonous ones? What? That's really something else. Some poison killed that poor guy at the exact same time as that machine zapped him? Man, what a wacky world. Oh, didn't, so a while ago, that dead guy over there came running in here all nervous and, freaked out and starts messing with that, computer machine over there. And yeah, then there's this big-ass flash of light from the computer machine and he falls down and then all these, sirens and flashing lights. It was horrible, man. Like, it made it really hard to sleep, you know? Then after a while, the alarm stopped, and then, well, you came in. Later, dudes, and, don't forget to think about getting this door open if you get a chance.
There's Its skills aren't high enough. Sometimes brute force will work. To break down a door, smack the computer, forcibly shut down a power generator, use the attack option. I have a key. I'm gonna leave that guy in there.
Huh. A garage. We get this cleaned out, you can put your truck in here.
The enormous spider-like robot is in bad shape. In the middle of its own fluids, its casing dented and riddled with bullet holes. Judging by the scrape marks on the floor, it looked like someone dragged it into the garage from somewhere else. Robot. You recognize it's a slicer dicer, a pre-apocalypse military robot. Appears to have been badly damaged in a firefight and missing some of its weapons. Under closer inspection, you note that some of the bullet holes have been patched. Several of the legs now show signs of recent welding. The slicer dicer's main access panel is open, revealing its wiring and power plant. It's clear that someone has been trying to repair the robot. Okay. Corpse, we realize that your body contorted and unnatural. Judging by the smell, she's been here a while. The body's unnatural position suggests some kind of seizure, and there are signs of discoloration on the face instead of a heart failure. Metal spanner is gripped tightly in her right hand. The metal is discolored and scorch marks blackened fingertip. Patchwork jumpsuit, leather tool belt. Her pockets are crammed with fuses, bundles of wire, and bits of. Like this one. Scavenging and repairing electronics. Felt right at home in an old garage like this. Bucks.
Look at all this machinery. If we...
Wait, they're best in this game.
What a stink. Somebody's been using this medbay for a morgue. Gonna take an ocean bleach to get it ready for customers.
The corpse is bloated and putrid. One of her arms is entirely missing. Black ichor. Looks like the missing arm had nothing to do with woman's demise, and expertly removed and stitched up long before she died. Instead, she seems to have died of an infection. Ankles and wrists are scarred. Tracing the course of the infection's path through the body, you spot a cybernetic implant embedded in her rotting chest. Looks like the poor insulation was the cause of the fatal infection. But you notice the same scarring on her ankles and wrists. There's a pile of corpses in the corner. People died in a variety of ways, most of them violent. Bullet holes in one, a crushed skull on another, a cut throat of a third. They all have the same scarring on their ankles.
Systems active. Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
Neat, thanks.
I need to rest a spell. Catch my breath. That'll... Later!
Later. Back, doggo. Cyborg chicken. In the Wasteland, you'll find both weapon and armor mods. This slang mod will improve any equipment it's attached to once it's all that cannot be removed. All weapon mods, like the weapon or armor you want to upgrade and choose modify. Different mods require different armor or mod. Better than mod the harder. Okay. Ooh. What's here for? Have a dog? Metal-plated electronics have been implanted in the chicken's body. It looks up to you, a sense of loneliness in its eyes. You don't see any other chickens around. Fuck. Okay. Where'd I guess? We should staff the brig, medbay, armor, and garages. Speak to Sheriff Daisy, head of Colorado Marshals. He found a down.
Dead. Fucking Dorsey's!
You don't look like marshals. Do you work for the Patriarch?
Why do you ask?
Judge Watkins has sentenced my son to die. Austin is all I have left. Everyone else died on the plains. He's a good boy. He never hurt anyone. I'm sure of it. Please, maybe Watkins will listen to you.
Why is your son sentenced to death?
I don't even know why he was rounded up. He won't tell me. Says he's embarrassed. I know they caught him doing something wrong, but he says he never hurt anyone. If you talk to him, maybe he'll tell you what happened. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than your mother. I know that much.
Who's your son?
Austin Pease, the skinny boy up on the platform. I can't imagine he killed anyone. We've seen enough death on our way out here. He never wanted to hurt anyone, ever.
Sorry.
Our family escaped the wars in the East. Tried to make our way across the plains. My husband, my other son, my daughters, one by one, picked off and killed. Now it's just the two of us, and I'm gonna lose him too. Please, help my son!
We ain't gonna beg for
How does it feel now?
We ain't weak like you.
We'll have our revenge! You ain't seen!
Teenage prisoner is gaunt and pale, his hair is tousled and greasy, his face angular with hunger. He stares at the pillories with dread, swallowing occasionally. He sees you staring at him and snaps back to reality.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot on my mind.
How did you get in trouble with the marshals?
Made a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us. People here kept us out in the cold, letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism. I figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am. Mom would have talked me out of it. I should have talked to her first. Magistrate tells me it's death. They're gonna strip me
Break a
down
window?
and tie me to those things. And they're gonna let the cold do its work. I wonder if it'll hurt.
Wish I could tell you it won't, kid, but that'd be a lie.
Say we can free you. What's that worth to you?
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody in the process. Guess I don't have any money to give you, but I'd pay you back in hard work, if you'll have me.
Do you have any useful skills?
I'm used to hard work around the homestead, and I ain't too bad with a gun either. My folks made sure I could hunt and fight. I always dreamed of coming to the big city and being a newspaper man. You know, interviewing people, telling the truth about how things really are. Sure didn't turn out like I hoped. Nice talking to you.
This kid's going in the pillories next.
The deluge of blood is coming
straight.
for you all!
This dour man looks out at the pillars with an expression of grim satisfaction. His sallow skin pulls tight over his face, and his thin lips press together in a hard line.
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than a well digger's ass?
Marshal Quan, impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in the attack on the city and your convoy.
Awesome piece. Didn't kill anyone. Will it take to free him?
His crimes are still severe. He was part of the Dorsey uprising. He caused significant property damage. His actions diverted marshals from responding to reports of attacks, magnifying the harm the Dorseys were able to inflict. Argue a case, and I might show lenience.
Too young for a death. Over.
Mercy? I do not see the word in my law books. The Patriarch has charged me to dispense justice, not mercy.
Not a bad kidney. All his mother has. Kill him and he might as well.
My concern cannot be for his mother. It can only be for the law. Regrettable, but he chose this path, not I.
What if the Rangers were to pay for his damages and assume guardianship over the boy?
You wish to compensate the city and the owners of the damaged properties for their losses. I can facilitate that. That's the price in Colorado dollars.
Can't pay that right now.
Understand that the law cannot wait until you have the means to pay. The boy will go to the pillory soon. His time is short. Indeed.
Whatever you can do to help my boy, I'd surely appreciate it. Please, help my son!
I have $61.
No mercy on your souls, Colorado!
Dorsey scum!
Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs!
Death to the 100 stinking families!
Marshall.
Dozens killed by Dorsey thugs! Families taken hostage!
Hey, Rangers! How'd you like that bachelor party at the lake?
A lot of folks were shot down in the street. Marshals cleaned up most of the bodies already.
You got business with McTavish? Come into the machine shop. If not, then fuck off.
Fuck off! We're busy. What did I stutter? I said, fuck off! What did I stutter? I said, fuck off!
Yep.
Brave Marshal stopped Dorsey. New in town? Did you hear about what happened?
Man is still on his team. Carries numerous copies of a new for the Colorado Patriot. One of the news around here?
Yep. I work for the Colorado Patriot. Only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it.
We hear there's been trouble.
Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. Then they made a run at the Patriarch's palace. Oh, but they couldn't get inside. It took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the marshals beat him back. Now they're holed up in the Garden of the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it.
What do you know about the Dorsey?
Just what I've been told. Back before I was born, they were the family that betrayed the Patriarch and tried to take charge of Colorado. The thing is, everybody thought they'd been dead for years. I mean, there's tons of stories about how the Patriarch wiped them all out.
I'm Sheriff Daisy.
Oh, Marshal Station, right over there. You can't miss the pillories out front. Be careful. Might still be Dorsey's hiding out in the city.
Cat. Big cat. The young guard's face is nervous but determined. He steps forward as you approach, holding his hands
By
up.
order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate.
What's through the gate?
Broadmoor Heights and the Patriarch's Palace.
He clearly feels his job does not include expansive descriptions. What kind of authorization do we need?
An invitation from the head of a family or authorization from the Patriarch. Until you have that, the gate stays closed. Good day.
Oh, darn it, Martha. Why else would I even keep a shotgun around if I don't use it?
Do you know who those outlaws are, Josiah? They're Dorseys. They won't be scared of a scrawny old man.
A scrawny old man with a shotgun? Hang on, I'm not that old.
Oh, Josiah, just put down the gun and let someone else handle this, all right?
Consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
The old man is shouting into a nearby shop and waving a shotgun around.
Hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
The team, or as far as I'm aware, the guy that, I guess the director or the writer of this was one of the guys that helped write the original Fallout. So it's basically, think like Fallout 1 and 2. It's the spiritual successor to that game, those games. As far as I'm aware.
Oh, since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life. Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
Look, why don't you let us professional?
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types? You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over.
I like me some discounts.
Well, go on then. Damn Dorseys are still in my shop. Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. So they're too busy. Besides, a man should be able to protect his own shop. Guess don't need anybody's help anyway.
Yeah. Doctor. Into the doctor. Here first.
This here's Market Square. The Arapahoe Garage is just outside the city gates. My old friend Doc Parker set up a clinic there. Parker's the best doctor in town. Be a hell of an asset if we can persuade him to join the Rangers. Careful, though. The Doc is prickly at the best of times. And these are not the best of times.
Yeah, what's his name? Like, as far as I'm aware, he's been in the gaming industry for a long time.
Snapping Jimmy Bob's still standing. Dorseys or no Dorseys. You think a little raid would stop snapping Jimmy Bob? No siree.
A name I recognize.
Oh, hey!
It's a hell of a name, though.
New faces? Let me know if you need to restock. I hear there's still some Dorseys in the city. Let's.
That's what I was looking for. Love that game. Well, that's a good sign. I've heard great things about this game. That's why I'm playing it. I'm not usually a Wasteland post-apocalypse kind of guy, but you know, There you are.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead. Back off!
You.
Salutations and stabbings! Free haircut!
Over here, guys!
Pissed us off! Take me to the flame!
Hey, good looking.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. Say, if you got hurt in that scrap, you should see a friend of mine, Doc Parker. He set up a clinic in the Arapahoe Garage, just outside the city gate.
Down the road to the north.
And here, a little token of our appreciation. Come on back after we reopen the shop.
Save the kid. Find the doc. I call it for tonight.
Rangers, what brings you here? Excellent. This is the cost in Colorado dollars.
Takes the money, writes you and jots a note in battered ledger. He tucks the ledger back into the
This
drawers.
is irregular, but it is within my powers to grant you full custody of Austin Peace. Any further infractions he may commit are the Ranger's responsibility. I would recommend keeping him out of trouble. You should inform the boy. Best he hears the good news from you.
Still here. Not looking forward to what comes next.
We talked to the magistrate. He said he'll be working for us now.
What? Are you serious? You really saved my life and I get to be a ranger? Soon as they let me free, I'm going straight to your headquarters. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Clean guns, scrub toilets, you name it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You Rangers are heroes. I'm gonna tell everyone what you did for my son. Thank you. Thank you.
Dead.
I'm the doctor now.
Hi, y'all. Name's Snappin' Jimmy. Let's.
Jesus, loaves and fishes, Christ! That's a crab cakes! Well, I guess that takes care of the landmine.
Oh. Ow.
I'm back in business.
Okay.
You're all the best.
Wasn't expecting there to be a friggin' animal town. Okay. Given his love of Marshal Lupinski, let half the cigar to the corner of his mouth as you.
I heard we had some new arrivals wash on in. Military types, they said. Can't really see the difference between you and the ordinary class of mercs.
Don't take that tone of voice with the Rangers, Lupinski.
Or what, Quan? You gonna arrest me? Fine, fine. What do you want? It's the Garden of the Gods. Rocks, experimental farms, and now those fucking Dorseys.
What would it take to get through the gate?
Sheriff Daisies say so.
Any idea how many Dorseys are in there?
Nope.
Yeah.
No room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
Did you see the Dorseys almost blow up the statue?
Yeah, I was hiding under some stall.
Wouldn't be Market Square without it.
Come on, you Ferris fiend! Turn!
You wanna set your tire bead real quick and look impressive doing it? I've got a trick. Set the tire on fire. Except don't use gasoline. Yeah, well, she's smart enough to know that. Anyway, just a quick shot of flammable agent, a method for putting out the fire, and you're ready to keep going.
No time.
Back in a lab coat, this doctor is clearly weary, but works feverishly to bandage the bloody head of an unconscious.
Hey, Doc. Quan, hope you won't take offense, but I've got no time for niceties. Dying people take precedence.
Understood, brother. Come on, Rangers. Didn't you hear him? He's busy.
There are people literally dying around you, and you want me to ignore them to put a few band-aids on you? Fine. I'll take a look. Great. Come over here and let's see your great and terrible wounds. There. All patched up. Yeah.
Car's a lot like an old dog sometimes. It won't learn new tricks. That doesn't mean you can't.
Do it again Thursday. I like it.
They'll have to make lunch every day for a week.
I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Have a good night.